Good morning. Hey everybody, how you doing? Charles here, and thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, you're at the Charles Matthews Morning Show. Now, I got a special show for you. Ladies, I'm talking to you directly today. This is for all my ladies. Yes, men, I know I'm not excluding you, but I want something to do for my ladies today. I feel that everything that's happening in the world, this show is for the ladies. So, hey ladies, tell a friend, let them know we are about to get fun and interesting story today. So stay tuned. Let's go. Good morning, and let's bring our special guest onto the show. Let's welcome Mandana. How you doing?
I'm great. How about you, Charles?
I'm great. Thanks for being on the show this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
Not a problem. So, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fantastic. I had a beautiful beach day. I finally dared to go to the beach and I really enjoyed the experience. I'm fully tanned now.
You got some weather on you. That's great. So,
Thank you.
right. So please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Mandana and I'm an author, speaker, and award-winning women's empowerment coach. And I have been doing this coaching for women for over 3 years. Do you want me to tell my life story as well now?
We'll get into
That's a long one.
We'll get into that. So, what's your background? Where are you from? Born and raised?
I was born and raised in Iran, and I immigrated to Canada in 2006.
Okay, and in 2006, going to school was different. You know what I mean? Everything changes. What was the one thing that changed for you and you're like, wow, okay, this is new. This is different.
Okay. A lot of things I have to say, and when I came here, I was quite mature. I know you look very young. I'm not surprised you think of me like that. But when I came here, I already had my doctorate degree. I had a master's in public health and I had 10 years of work experience in Iran when I came here. So I didn't really start from the school. I just jumped into the career right away. I couldn't do it right away. It took me a process to get to what I wanted to do. But the work culture, the most important shocking thing was the work culture that I have to get used to. And also, not being with my friend and family. I separated from my husband at the time, came here on my own, started on my own. He joined me later. But it was all shock, just living on my own, finding a new career, getting used to the new environment. Everything was changing. Almost everything, I can say. Too many moving parts.
Too many moving parts, too many more. But you settled down, everything came together. And then what was your first real step to what you're doing now?
When I came here, as I said, I was a medical doctor back in Iran, and I did my practice for 3 years. But then in Iran, I found out that I don't want to deal with illness. I want to deal with wellness. So basically, I started a career shift in Iran, which was like almost 2 years before I come to Canada. And when I came here in 2006, it was right in the middle of that. So I was in the middle of shift and then immigration, stress, separation from my ex-husband, financial challenges that come as a result of not having a job and not having, financial resources. And then my health challenges starts after a few years of, too much stress. So I had to really start from the scratch and really sit with myself and think about how I'm going to put things together, right? So what I learned through this process to become is I learned how to become resilient. And resilient means when you go through life adversities and challenges, it stretches you, stretches you, stretches you, stretches you to the point that you have to the decision either you come back and become something different and better, or you have to just break apart. So you have to make that decision and tap into those resources to have that journey within yourself, which has external manifestation. It changes your life as well. And I did that. That's basically what I did.
So changing your life, doing something new, realizing that, hey, things are not going well. Yes. It's time to push that button to do the restart.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So Did you find something that happened to you? Did someone tell you things are going different? Or did you just say something's not right? Like the reason I'm asking is sometimes people need somebody else to say, hey, you don't look right. Or you need something to happen to you and go, why did I do that? That's not normally me. What was your trigger? What did you figure out and go, oh,
Mhm.
this is what it is?
My trigger is a really good question, Charles, because what I've learned over the course of my journey is that the most accurate GPS for everyone is your internal GPS. We all get feedback from people that we know and we trust, and also people that we don't like and trust. We also get feedback from them. But I think the most accurate thing for us is what we feel inside. I didn't feel good at that time. I did not feel fulfilled, satisfied about what I'm doing, who I am. I had a lot of like not. I have a lot of emotions about anger and depression, and that really held me behind. I spent a good chunk of my days or my week crying and just sitting and reflecting. I wasn't as productive. I wasn't able to start a productive day at those days. I remember even I felt my body when I left for work every morning. I felt how my face is hanging. I felt that feeling of depression in myself. So that was the most accurate sign for me. And over the years, I've learned to do self-reflection, to find things in myself before others point out. But of course, others' feedback is very, very valuable, even from the people that you don't like. Sometimes they bring things to your attention in a very harsh way, but you need to have that feedback in order to move forward. So I would say a combination of both internal and external feedback.
So, and that's great that you can realize and not be, what's the word, upset. If
Mhm.
someone tells you or you see things, instead of getting upset or just going angry and mad, you're like, okay, you know something? Someone's telling me something, I'm seeing something, it's time for me to change it. What's the next level? How do I go to the next level?
Yeah, what I learned is that when you hear a feedback, there is always some truth to it. It
Yeah.
might be 30% truth, might be 90%. You have to find that out.
just a
Sometimes,
small bit, just a something
yes,
there. Something's there.
yes, something to listen. And instead of facing that as an insult and how are they dare to offend me and who are they, I try to listen to that truth and go deeper into myself and find what I need to do in order to get to where I want and how I want to feel. That's the most important thing, right?
Right. So let's move on then. So finding out all that stuff, finding out how you feel, finding out what you're doing. How did you decide to say, you know something? I need to be an entrepreneur. I need to go into business for myself.
That's a good question. I came from a family that almost no one had an entrepreneurship background. I came from a very educated family, but everyone had jobs. No one really, they had good jobs, good paying job, well paying jobs, but they were not really thinking about entrepreneurship and they were not willing to take the challenge. That was a no-no in our family. So I had to start from scratch. But I always had this desire in me to be able to create the life that I want and take leadership to create that for others, to create jobs, opportunities for people to get income, to get things that they wanted to do in their life. So that was my main draw for entrepreneurship, to basically create the life of my dream.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to dive into how you're helping people now, how you've gone to that next level. So stay
Sure.
tuned. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business (IWB) is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
It's all about your special day. We at CMJ Entertainment take pride in making all your dreams come true. With over 10 years of quality experience, we make sure to bring you the wow factor. Call us today to take the worry out of your mind and the joy into your heart. Our trained staff is waiting for you to call at 416-414-8964 or email us at info@cmgent.com. Let us see what you see, then make it 10 times better and give you time to enjoy the moment. CMJ Entertainment, your one-stop shop for all you entertainment and planning needs.
Yes, we're back with my special guest, and we've been just talking about going to the next level. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. about her business going to the next level and how you decided to be an entrepreneur and start helping people. So let's dive into that.
Sure. Uh, I think I shared with you that I was a medical doctor. I had a very glorious career. I made good money and I had very good social prestige back in Iran. But I, I deep down, I felt this feeling of not being satisfied, not enjoying what I was doing, and I felt I have to do something else. That desire was so strong in me that I voluntarily gave up on my medical career even before I come to Canada. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. That was my biggest challenge, that what I'm going to do with my life now. And I had a lot of this anger and resentment from my family, that why you change something that you worked so hard toward, and it was our dream for you to be a doctor, and why are you changing that? So I had to be really come up with something that can replace that for my family and for myself. So I went deep down in myself, and started a journey to understand who am I and what I want to do. And I found this deep desire in myself to focus on two things. Number one is to help people, and to help communities to address the root causes of ill health, rather than just working on the surface of the thing, dealing with the medical symptoms or symptoms of illness. I wanted to work deep work, root cause, and I found that's in the society. So over the time, I developed a career for myself in community development. I'm working with low-income neighborhood, kind of unprivileged neighborhood, for the past few years to help leaders in that neighborhood build their neighborhood from the scratch, and create opportunities for their youngsters and also for their adults and senior to have a better quality of life. That was number one. And then I found this strong desire in myself to help women, because I came from a country that there was a lot of, rights.
Mhm.
Women's right was totally ignored and
Right.
proved again. So I saw I had a lot of personal experiences, and I was the one that was privileged. A lot of them didn't even happen to me personally, but I observed how much oppression women go through. They can't really have access to a job if their husband doesn't let them to do that. They can't have access to education. In workplace, they were facing a lot of discrimination, even access to right to custody of child. Everything was really problematic for women, and I found out with being keeping oppressed and having this mindset of oppression, they also contribute to that. So
Yes.
that become my next desire, to help women to really overcome the internal barriers of oppression, to become liberated from inside, and then they can become the flourishing woman. That's my brand. They can flourish in their life, they can flourish in their relationship, in their job, in their parenting, every aspect of their life that they are involved in. They can flourish and become a better version of themselves every single day, to have more, do more, and be more. That was my desire. So I started this women's coaching and women's empowerment work, and I'm very, very proud of what I've done. I started it 3 years ago, and this is what I'm basically doing.
Yeah, I love the part where you say, you want to find out what the root is. Because for
Hmm.
me, back in my day, I had stress. I had an ulcer. So,
Oh,
you go to the doctor, they say, okay, take these, don't eat this, take this pill, don't, take all these pills. And then at one point I said, wait, I'm taking pills because I'm stressed out. I have an ulcer. What's causing the ulcer? What am I stressed about? Once I figure all that out, I don't need these pills. I don't need these things. So I love that you said you wanted to find out what the root cause was first
exactly.
before you put a band-aid over it and you don't know what's going on.
Absolutely. You just said it, Raj. And that's what I have felt. As a doctor sitting in my office, and people come to me and I said, oh, quit your smoking. Oh, eat healthy. How can I eat healthy when I don't have money to buy food? When there is no grocery stores close to me? When I have so much mental stress that I just go to alcohol and smoke just to forget? How can I be healthy? I
Yeah,
thought it's so
yeah,
superficial. I just couldn't relate with it. That was me.
yeah. Totally get it. I totally get it. And and once you break it down, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you say
Yeah.
stop smoking, it's bad for your health. They're like, okay. And then they go out and their day is so stressful. They just need a cigarette to stand outside to calm themselves
That's
down.
it. That's it. And and when it comes to youth programming, I see a lot of don't do this and don't go there and don't engage with that for youth. I said, why instead of telling them don't do this, and why don't we create things that they can actually do rather than not to do, right?
Makes sense. It makes so much sense. All right. When you like, I know we're kind of going off for a second here, but you make so much sense because I didn't even think about it that way. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Don't do this. Don't go outside. Don't do that. Don't do this. Instead of saying don't. How about we say don't do this, but here's two other options that I don't mind you
yeah.
doing. Here's two
Come
other
to this
options.
program. Hang out with this good group of kids in this park. We created a program for you. There is this beautiful park, this beautiful community center you can go to. Let's work on that, right? And just don't, because what are they going to do with their time and energy, right?
Oh man, that makes so much sense. Okay, so let's
Thank
break it
you.
down. Let's go to your website. All
Sure.
right. All right. So here's your website. And then let's break
Uh-huh.
down on all the different aspects of business and coaching. So talk about dive into business coaching.
Sure. If you go to my program, there is a where it says services or program at the top. If you can click on that, I have different range of services. I actually it's under two different categories. One is helping women to have that inner journey of flourishing, of becoming the best, most beautiful and powerful version of themselves. And I have
Okay.
program for that. That's coaching, and I have this group. It's called the Flourishing Women Circle. I have been running that since 2019. It's almost year and a half. And women can become a member, and we have group meetings. We had it in person before COVID. Now we are shifting to online system. We come together as a group. We do group coaching. We discuss our issues or the things that we are dealing in with life, and we use that coaching and mentoring and also the shared wisdom of the group for us moving forward. Plus, we do a lot of good activities together and we contribute to the charity and good work in the world. That's my women's group program. Plus, I
Now
have
is this
coaching for women.
now
I
is
had
this
a beautiful, if you go to services, just click on services at the very top part of the page.
now
Yes.
is this something now that it's one on one, it's groups? How does it work perfectly?
It's a group setting. It's called the Flourishing Women Circle, and it's a group of women that we come together and we do different things. We provide personal development education, coaching, and also providing a support network for women, a sistering tribe, basically, to help them to get where they want. They set goals. We help them to achieve their goals with different techniques and different ways in the group. That's one thing. And then I have a range of business services because it took me a journey to become a coach. I had to actually invest on myself a lot, learn different technology. Yes, you are on the right path. Thank you. So yeah, I'm talking about this top part. It's the business coaching. So I can help. And I did change my career several times from being a medical doctor to working community development to developing it to fully new skill sets of coaching and many other changes that I've done. So I can help employees to become entrepreneurs. I think that's from 9 to 5 to freedom, the program you see on the top. I think top right, if I'm not mistaken. I can't see the page exactly right now, but it's from 9 to 5 to freedom. I help women who have a job and they have a vision to be an entrepreneur to get to that mindset and skills that they need to have. I can also help coaches to build a coaching business. It's one of the packages that I offer. It's there. And these are my women services. You see, I had events in the past. These are mostly the events. I think these are the past events. I had a retreat. The woman has a beautiful fall color. It was a fall retreat supposed to be this September, but because of COVID, unfortunately, I won't do it.
Oh.
And this is the Flourishing Women Circle. The women, excited women that you see, she's just enjoying the nature and the beauty of the life. She's the flourishing woman, the symbol of the flourishing woman. And I help women to get to that stage. And I also have one-on-one coaching with women who are interested. Those are basically my services. And everyone who wants to get in touch with me, they can feel free to reach me out through my website. I also have a Facebook page. It's called facebook.me, The Flourishing Woman. That's the name of the Facebook page. They can reach out to me, see some of my past work, and also connect with me through that page. I'm also on social media. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn with my name, Mandana Attarzadeh, and they can look me up there.
All right, so let's talk about this beautiful thing right here. This looks like a new book
Yes.
coming out soon.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about the book. How's the book? What's the book all about?
The book is about the journey of flourishing, how to become a resilient woman, the woman that has the power, the intention, and the skills to move her life forward to any direction that she wants. That's basically about the journey of flourishing and how to become the best version of yourself so you feel absolutely beautiful, powerful, and compassionate. Those are the three elements that I consider for being a flourishing woman. So that's about the journey of how to become a flourishing woman.
And then when is this? When's the book coming out?
International Women's Day 2021. March 8th.
Nice. All right, that's a
Yes,
great day. That's a great day to put it out.
thank you.
So we can get it. I guess it's going to be on Amazon and all those places
Yes,
we can look for it. So
yes.
take a look for it. How long did it take you to write it, and why did you start to write it?
I've been writing this for about 2 years and a half now. It took me. I had ups and downs. I wrote it. I stopped it because it was part of my personal journey to make sure I'm really reflecting what I want I'm experiencing, and why I wrote it because I just want to share the journey that I've gone over the 10-15 years to really work on myself and make it totally uh, revised version of myself, reinvent myself from the beginning, from the scratch, and put that wisdom in a book for women just to share because it took me a lot of hard time and effort to get to this, to where I am, and I just want to share that with you. That's basically my motivation.
All right. Now, if you want more information, give her a call at 647 896 2927. That's 647 896 2927. Give her a call. And like she said, after COVID's done, and it's going to be done, and we know courses are going to be starting back again if you need someone's help, but we're doing a lot of stuff online. So there's the website. Go to the website, sign up for a program that you're looking for. Or the main thing is, I always tell everybody, send a quick email. Say, hey, I'm looking at something here. I don't know if it's for me. I don't know if you're for me. Can we just have a quick talk? I want to make sure we're the right fit. Send her an email. It doesn't hurt to somebody a quick email and say, hey, I saw you on the Charles Matthews show. I'm interested. How can you help me? Real simple, real
Absolutely.
easy. That's how we do it right there.
Absolutely. And I do 15 to 30 minutes free consultation with whoever who is interested in my service, just to tell them what I'm going to do and see if they are a fit, if we are a good fit for each other. And it's both way. Am I a good fit for them, or and are they a good fit for the work I wanted to do? And I never hesitate to say to someone, I think you have a great thing to follow, but it's just not the right match. I will refer you to someone else. So feel free to call me. There is no obligation, no pressure. We just talk and we find out together if this is the right thing for you to do.
Right. And don't forget that beautiful book's coming out. So keep an eye on it. What I would do is send her an email. Make sure when the copies come out, you get the first copies, get some signed autographed copies, and let her know that register early to get your book.
Yes.
It's coming out next year, but you could register early to get your book
Yes,
out.
absolutely. And it's the price is going to be 29.99, but it's on sale for 19.99 right now. I give it for pre-orders. I mean for pre-orders, and I will send them an autographed copy of the book. I will sign it personally with a message to them, and I will send it to them, mail it to them.
All right. So let me ask you this one question. What is your morning regiment? When you wake up, what is the first thing you do to reflect and to be thankful for? What's your routine?
When I get up the first thing I write my dreams. I have the notebook just beside my bed, and if I manage to stay in the bed for 5 minutes and write, because it just goes as quickly as that. I write my dream because my dreams tell me a lot about my subconscious mind, what's happening there. And then I start listening to something, to some of the spiritual mentors, to some of the mentors that I follow, and I try to learn at least for 10-15 minutes, listen to something short, so many short YouTube videos and things that we can find online for free. There's no money needed for that. I listen to that. some days I have to be, I'm a little bit, I have to get better. I write my gratitude journal. Some days I don't. Maybe I don't have less time, or maybe I'm not in the gratitude mood. I'm working on that. I'm going to be honest. I write that, and then I do my exercise. My exercise. I usually eat breakfast a little later. My naturopath recommended me to do that. So I have
Mhm.
a good chunk of time before I get to my breakfast to do a lot of things, and then I used to get up and start my day after I do
See
the
the key things I'm hearing from you is you always there's some sections in there that you have me time. There's always some me time in there.
Always, I always, and that's the most important thing I recommend to women, because as women we forget we need me time. We have so much compassion that we fully dedicate ourselves to our husband, to our children, to our family, parents. And I say always prepare, put the me time in your schedule, and always date with yourself. I date with myself. I go to a coffee shop. I just sit on my own,
Hold on, time
walk
out,
on
time out, time
balcony.
out, time out. Did you say date yourself?
Date yourself.
So self date. Okay.
Because if you don't get to know yourself, how are you going to get to know someone else, right?
Okay, I like that. Date yourself. So put on the I'm gonna write myself in the calendar, date myself. Where do I want to go? Ask yourself
Exactly.
where you're gonna
Yeah, and be
go.
creative. You can go, you can make a spa date. If you have less money, just go for a coffee, $2, $3, whatever. Put a nice croissant, go to Tim Hortons, fine. Just sit somewhere on your own. Listen to your inner voice, read, listen to a spiritual mentor, just enjoy the whatever you want to do, just enjoy the time and be with yourself and reflect. That's it.
So hold on. When you date yourself and the bill comes, who pays?
Bill for the okay, me. Because I'm the only person there. And let me tell you something. This is one of my secrets.
Okay.
I always say to women when some women come to me for relationship coaching. I'm not really a relationship coach, but I don't know why they come to me anyhow. They come to me. But when I say to them, never let someone pay for you before you really like them. That's my advice. I don't know, maybe that's too feminist or whatever. I'm not a feminist, but I think it's you going there for a mutual intention to get to know each other. Everyone is responsible. Unless you meet a person once, twice, and you like them and they wanted to do something nice, take a step, then you allow them to pay for you. That's what it is. I'm
I
not
like
one of
it.
those that expect, oh, take me to the first, too expensive the first time. But no, that's not me. And I said that's a step for respecting yourself and respecting the other people. So I'm not concerned about paying for myself on a date.
I like it. I like it. All right. Well, come to
You're
that.
just gonna date the women that I coach.
I said that, all the fellas watching, all the fellas just went, "Hey, I like that." You know. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. But before we let you go, something we always do here is called the Queen Wave. This is your opportunity to say hi to anybody you want to say hi to. Shout out anybody you want to shout out to. Go ahead.
Sure, thank you so much. Yes, first of all, I want to give a big round of gratitude to my parents. My dad has passed away. My mom is alive, thanks God, and they both put things in me that makes my mixed nature. I got my spiritual peace and reflective peace from my dad, and they get go-getters and move forward and action taker from my mom. So that's the best combination you can have. I'm so grateful to them. Plus, I'm grateful to all the mentors that helped me along the past 20 years to go through this journey. I'm grateful to Svetlana for introducing me to yourself from Immigrant Women in Business, and I'm grateful to you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Yes, we just want to thank. There she is. There's a group of beautiful ladies, smart ladies, business ladies that are doing great things. And yes, I'm so glad that she introduced me to you as well, because now I learned things from you, and I appreciate that. And you're doing a great job. So keep up the great work.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Talk soon. Bye.
Hey, did you hear what she said? Like that's a couple of things, and I'm going to go back on it. One, let's start off with date yourself. That one I like that one, because it's true. If you don't even know yourself, how can you show yourself to somebody else? Take the time, just sit in a coffee shop and just reflect on things that you have to do or you want to do and things that you want to change in your lives. So I love that one. And then further into the conversation, back up, we always tell everybody, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. One thing I love what she said is stop telling people what not to do and give them options. With our kids or anybody, we tell them, don't, no. But we're not giving them options. We're not giving them, hey, don't do this. Here's something else you can do. And the most important thing is the health. You know what I mean? What is the root? Why are we doing what we're doing? Stop. Let's think of what the problem is and go forward. This has been a great interview. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you for watching. Like I always say, you didn't have to, but you did. And I appreciate you taking the time to stay with us for a few minutes. We'll see you next time. Enjoy, everybody. Bye-bye.